Cyanotype is a photographic printing process that produces a cyan blue print. It was invented in 1842 by the astronomer John Herschel. Until the 20th century, engineers still used the process to make copies of drawings. That's where blueprint comes from. The process uses two chemicals in solution that, when mixed, react together to create the blue colour. Like all chemical reactions, it needs energy to start. Energy from light. Anna Atkins was a friend of Herschel's who, in 1843, used cyanotype to make and publish the first ever book illustrated with photographs. Each book was made from original prints of seaweed. Only 17 known copies survive today. Okay, well, so we did photoreactive paper. First of all, we mixed equal quantities of our two mixtures of chemicals. So here's the one. We measured equal quantities of the two chemicals. We used the smallest measuring cylinder that would hold the total we needed of each ingredient. We mixed the chemicals together and then brushed them onto paper. The paper was left to dry overnight before we used it. We didn't create all our paper in one go or try and create all our photographs at once. Instead, we made small batches of paper and tested our ideas as we went along. A plan, do, review process. The first thing we learnt? Dry the paper in the dark. The second thing we learnt? Don't keep the paper lying around for weeks before you use it. This increases the chance that light will get to it, and also that the reaction will take place anyway. The first batch we made went really well, but the second set were ruined when a small breeze just blew everything off the paper and exposed the whole sheet. We had to think of a way of holding things down. So here's the paper. The light levels are a bit low in here. Might be too low for the camera because we can't put on bright lights because it's photoreactive paper. Put those there, and then take that over. We went with a 20-minute exposure and that worked pretty well. In future, I think we might prepare test strips so that when we're going to do a photograph, we can see what would be the appropriate light level. We used cartridge paper at first and that worked reasonably well, but we found that watercolour paper gave a better finished result.